Welcome back, everybody. Off screen, I've let these two reds go ahead and do a lot of the damage to the pumpkin, so he should be dying any second now. So there he goes. He is dead now, so we won't have to worry about the pumpkin patch down here getting any more reinforcements. You do have the 4 spawning pits right back here, so if you do not want it to take so long, you can of course recruit some more reds to make it go a little faster. I didn't worry about it though because I was having to do some other things to be ready to change from one video to the next in the meantime anyway, so I just went ahead and let the 2 I had whittle him down some while I did all of that stuff and then paused and came back close to when it was time for him to die. It looks like this pumpkin patch is going to work a lot like that first one, in that they are not going to follow me very well. So I don't have to worry about trying to break them up into small groups. I can just take them on, kill a couple at a time, and then back off. I don't want this to take too long, so we are going to go a little faster through them here now that there's only a couple left. I may take a couple losses there. Well, actually I took more than I would have hoped for. Still not too bad. At least not yet. There is more back here apparently. Does not look like I lost any more during that back fight, though. I could have lost one and just not paid enough attention.
What's that, sire? Ooh, it looks like a piece of the forge. Of course, it's a mold. This will allow you to create a unique item in your forge, sire. Won't that be nice?
And I have not ever created a unique item from the expansion though, so I am actually myself kind of curious how well this will work. So once I have finished this area, I'm probably going to finally show you what the dungeon is like, and then off-screen farming up some life force so that I actually will have the life force needed to create this item.
It's a mold for the Axe of Confusion, my lord. Strike with this weapon, and you have a random chance of spreading a little extra panic and mayhem amongst your enemies.
And I do not remember needing to deal with any more fire, so I'm going to go ahead and send the 2 reds back.
You choose all browns.
And get a couple more blues.
Browns.
And I think I'm coming up on an area where I'm not really going to want to have any minions with me at all, but unfortunately I do think I have some more fighting in between. So I'm actually going to get to a section up here where I'm going to want to go back and leave all of my minions on the guard marker. So we'll let them clear out what's here to fight. And go ahead and clear out all of these sunflowers. And now, so that we don't have to worry about risking any of the minions, I'm going to go back with them and leave all of them on a guard marker right here. And go down by myself, because what this section is that we have Melvin over there, and when we get close enough to trigger him, he's going to start rolling around and try to come after us. And we need to try to get him to roll into this hole right here. And then he will blow open that passageway for us.
Charging, sire. Must think you're fooled.
And I did not get him on a path that would go over there, so he's going to stop somewhere and blow up and respawn. I think aiming him at this flag right here is the path you really want him to take. He started after me before I was to this point, though. And now that he's rolling there, we'll just try to get out of the way as much as we can. And that one did not work. So we're going to change where we were just a little bit. I'm moving a little further forward, so I'm just to this side of the flag. Hopefully this time I'll actually get out of his way so we can stay up and see what path he takes and see which way we might want to modify that. And it looks like we needed to be a little more in the other direction, so I'm going to again try to line up right here at the flag and then watch and see where he goes from here. And that does appear about right. So that worked. So right there at the flag did work. Apparently just was not quite in the right place. Now we'll call all of our minions back down, because although there is another section just like that, I do think I have to fight some things in the way again first.
In the warm, bit of a stretch, giant exploding halfling to watch. What more could a man wish for?
So again, we're going to leave all of my minions here on the guard marker. And that way we can try to trigger him and get him to bounce into the hole without risking him running over our minions. Again, I did not get into place at all before he started rolling. So I do not know how likely it is that he's going to end up anywhere that we would care for. I'm going to trust that the flags are what you're supposed to aim for and have him come after me right here. Now let's see where he ends up. Okay, I need to get further away because when he explodes he does affect a fairly large area. That looked like it was at least close to right because it did at least start him going down in this side. In this little narrow area, I don't have much room to maneuver to try to get out of his way, though. And I'm not even sure where I'm trying to get him at this point. I do not see what path. Oh, it looks like where he starts is where I needed to get him, and that I did get him there that time. So we'll go ahead and pull all of our minions back. We just had to get him to bounce somewhere and wind up right back where he started.
Browns!
I'm gonna sneeze!
Oh, it's all down my front now.
And then this puzzle had me confused for quite some time last time. We have a food cart here that looks like we need to put 3 minions on it to get it to move. And so I would wait for him to go bouncing around, and then he bounces for so long and then he'll stop and explode just like he did before with the golf sections. And then once he stopped and explodes, I would feel safe to send my minions in. So I figured that's what I needed to do, was not have them near the cart when he blows up here. But then after he blows up, immediately send them to it. and get them to move it. But if you notice, they're not moving anywhere. So in the next video, since I am running low on time now, I'm going to show you what you actually have to do at this point.